Hey y'all. So, I just came from the grocery store and I'm walking through the grocery store and I'm putting the things that I need in my cart. And I'm thinking the whole time, about something that I just saw on Instagram, which was about black plastics. And those are the black plastic containers and like black plastic forks, knives, whatever, cutlery that we use. And I'm thinking, first of all, I'm vegetarian. So I'm like, something, does being vegetarian even matter? Because everything else is killing people. Like, there's chemicals in everything. So like, I love to keep the black plastic containers from when we go out to restaurants and things like that. And I have a bunch of them and they're still in good shape and we use them all the time. But after I saw that, I'm thinking, okay, so they said when you heat your food in that black plastic container, those chemicals get into your food. And then I'm like, okay, so we basically can't even eat anything. We can't store it in anything. We're storing it incorrectly. We're cooking on, pots and pans that are affecting our food. We can't use a black plastic spatula. We can't do anything. So like, is being vegetarian or vegan, does that even matter? Because these are the things that we're using when we're cooking our food or when we're storing our food away. And it's like, okay, so I guess I can make those changes. But at the same time, do we even have like the time and energy or even the money to go and buy the things that we need that are going to be like the clear plastics only, or the correct pots and pans, or like we have to change our complete lifestyle just to try not to have chemicals in our food? I feel like regardless, if you go and get the clear plastic stuff, you are still going to hear something about you're contaminating your food. There's my baby. It's okay, I'm gonna let her interrupt it. Anyways, so even the water we drinking out of our plastic water bottles, it's like, okay, now I can't even have a 16-ounce water because I'm drinking the plastic that it's in. Like, nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. So what are we supposed to do? I mean, I eat, majority, vegetable-based, plant-based items. And does that even matter? Like, that's where I'm at now. It's like, we are literally just trying to survive every day, like in regular life, like going to work and all of the tasks that we have to do. And then we have to worry about every little thing that we consume and how we're consuming it and how is it going to affect us. And a lot of us are already dealing with illness and we're getting sick way more often. So like, what do we do now? Like, I'm very frustrated about it. So it's like every time that you turn on the TV, like the news or something, you hear about something else that's not good for us. And I'm like, well, like ranch dressing, for instance, I saw something else about ranch dressing. Yes, it's probably not the best dressing, but it has something in it. And I can't remember exactly what it is. Like, it started with a G. I don't know, but it has that in it. And they say that the same thing is in antifreeze. That's something for your car. So you mean to tell me I've been consuming something that is put into our cars my entire life. I've been eating ranch dressing forever. Like, nothing is safe. None of our food is safe. Is anything that we drink safe? 100% fruit juice. That's not even safe anymore because it is in a plastic container and we are drinking the plastic from it. So I am a bit frustrated today. I have a toddler, as you see, and I don't want her growing up eating everything that's terrible for her. Like, if any of you have any suggestions on anything, please comment, because it's getting to the point where, like, it's really making life harder. We already spend too much money trying to go to the grocery store just to get 10 items, okay? Trying to feed our families. And now we have to worry about every nook and cranny possible that could affect our bodies. So listen, no, I am not going back. I'm never going back to eating meat because I don't want to eat animals. That's just my own personal thing for myself, okay? However, it's like, well, regardless, I'm getting some type of ailments or something from these things that are going into my body. I'm not purposely putting them in there myself. Give it to mom. Give it to mom. So, what do we do? I'll give it back to her so she'll hush. What do we do? I have changed my diet so many times. So many times, it's ridiculous. I've changed my diet to lose weight. I've changed my diet to, heal my body. I was diagnosed with something, so I had to change my diet for that. I want to be the healthiest I can be. And now it seems like there is no great way of going about it because it's just not even going to matter. Down to the plastic forks. Like, I go to work, I need a fork from somebody. Hey, you got a fork? They're gonna hand me a plastic fork. Like, okay, now I'm, what am I consuming? I'm always thinking about that now because it's really important to realize what's going on out here. It's like the medical system and everything, they're like trying to keep us in the medical system, and that's just wild. That's wild. It's like, let's get everybody sick. The world goes around, we keep having babies, so it's not, I'm sorry, I just waved her toy in the camera, sorry. It's the frustration just setting in. So I guess I'm going to just do my best trying to, educate myself on how to make these changes and what we should and should not be eating, or trying to just consume less chemicals and just junk. And I'm like, today I had to ask myself, like, does being vegan or vegetarian even matter if we're not even, storing it correctly? Or there's always something. It's not even just the food. They tell us don't use these soaps. They're gonna get in our pores, and if you lay against this fabric, it can do this to your skin. I mean, anything. It's like you can make up anything. Like, we hear so many things, and like, we're exposed to so many toxins, anything that can just Just kind of redirect our system. Like, you're messing up our temple. We're not purposely doing it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm very sensitive to a lot of things. For instance, like, I can be driving in my car and have my heat on, and if a bus is in front of me and that exhaust comes through my air conditioner, honey, I mean, it's like, ugh, you know, I worry about every little thing like that, because I shouldn't say worry. It's a concern, because I just see more and more and more reports of this and that and all the things that I have been doing for my entire life. And it all goes back to, like, in my thought process, like, wow. So for 41 years, I've been eating that, or my parents have been allowing me to do that, or it's like, it's really eye-opening. And then vaccines. I don't even want my child to have them. She did have to have some, but that's because she was in the NICU and she was only 4 pounds. Couldn't really, you know, go against that, because it was about her health and her development at the time. However, I do not trust any vaccines. You know, I feel as though so many people have died from not even knowing what they were taking. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So we do have to watch what we put in our bodies. I mean, wow. I mean, you have to stop and think about it. Are you doing everything correctly? Probably not. Are you doing things that are harming you? You don't even know. You hear things, you kind of just gotta be like, oh, maybe you'll take chances. I don't know. I can't even give you, like, any advice to this stuff, except for just educate yourself on as much as you can. Yeah. So I don't want to, you know, make it seem like you need to be thinking so much into it to where you're stressed out and you're like so much worry and fears coming on, but it's just crazy to me. So I just had to share it. Like, who else do I talk to? I talk to my people. What are we going to do about it? Is there anything that we can do about it? I don't know. That's my thoughts for today. But, like, I hope that, you know, everybody can just see that, like, nothing's healthy. Nothing is healthy. I mean, down to the fruit, like, they're like, you know, if it has seeds in it, it's better for you. If not, it could be lab grown fruit, vegetables, anything. Like, you have to really study this stuff. Even your seasonings, look at the ingredients. I mean, it gets so stressful to just feed yourself, to nourish the body, okay? Because there's so much poison. What are we to do? What are we to do, guys? Please, somebody, give us something in the comments. I'm perplexed by how this world is going, and the fact that I've been just shoveling all of these things into my body all these years and did not know the toxins and poisons and everything that I've been giving myself. Well, I'm gonna try to do my best. That's all we can do, right? All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you for listening. I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace out.